since KnightYuh is I wouldn't say mocked, but he's teased as being one of the most unmechanical players here. Um it's it's like it's a funny situation, and I think it's a funnier story. But he is definitely teased on the RL bubble scene for just not being the most mechanical player overall. So it's very interesting to watch him. See sometimes when he pops off, because he does pop off regularly. He is a very very good player. Otherwise, decision making, his speed, his play style are a beauty to watch. And I think he's also someone we should be looking to get show matches on for NA. We should be moving a little bit more into NA show matches soon, whenever possible. We should get more NA casters here as well. What happened here? Hello? What was this replay? Very weird. What? Very awkward disconnect. So we're seeing those famed wave dash kickoff for ones here as Kehvn goes for a flip reset. Oh, what a beauty from Kehvn. Now Kehvn, he is a player to watch. He actually outplayed Wavy in one of the Frost 1v1 tournaments, having won. Probably means he's a grounded player. People often think of ground players not mechanical. Yeah, I see that opinion a lot, but like we have seen the likes of 1v1, let's say not 1v1, let's say freestylers, right? Ground freestylers, and they're loved, they're beloved. The likes of a Vample, the likes of you know, Ruby, on TikTok, and we see the Redshift and those kind of no flippers, kind of freestylers. That genre there is very popular whenever they do pop off. So some people do have soft spots for it, but acting as if comp playstyle that's grounded more, where you're focused on prioritizing how to outplay and think smart rather than as mechanical as, let's say, Kehvn here, even in this case, makes for a very interesting story of how we can have a double standard, I feel, in Rocket League. Kehvn, though, very nicely played off the kickoff. I think what he did better than KnightYuh was it's just a car. I feel sometimes the cars in the model do have a slight difference. Kehvn and KnightYuh has slightly higher cams. He's using far more higher settings in comparison to Kehvn here, as we can see here. Yeah, he is really much more lower. I think I'm seeing maybe 110, 100, and -5 for his camera settings versus comparison KnightYuh, who's got far more higher settings here. Kehvn, just very well controlled. Great first touch to get a good, beautiful setup, and just using every bit of the boost where necessary, feathering it quite nicely for a flip reset shot. And KnightYuh just was ill prepared for a shot like that popping off, because it's the first goal. You don't expect the player to be that mechanical right off the bat. They're gonna be a bit more hesitant here, but KnightYuh, he's gonna have to do a lot since they had a 1-goal difference, as we saw from the replay file. I think I'm gonna be very interested to see how KnightYuh matches against a player like Kehvn, who outplayed Wavy on a 1v1 tournament, as I was saying, to outpace him. So Kehvn is a very interesting player to watch. I've been wanting to show match on my channel as well for a bit, so both of them even now. So, but let's not gloss over this play from KnightYuh. I think Kehvn made a big mistake just going for an aerial play. He's got great control, but I would have been more hesitant, especially after an awkward setup like here, like right here. The ball bouncing a bit too much out of my grasp. I would have not really tried at all. It's been too much of a problem. It would have been too risky. KnightYuh easily outplayed, went for the save, and just long shot, and all they had to do was simply just score it, and he did exactly that. That's what I really like about KnightYuh. He takes his time. He's very analytical. This is why he makes for one of my more favorite threes players, I feel. But some people say ones doesn't really exactly translate into threes, but individualistically, you really do have to have good rotation, and that's what 1v1 does teach you a lot about, is having and prioritizing good rotation. Just a bad positioning there from KnightYuh. He's kind of left that goal open, especially on that side. He's defending, as we can see here. This position right here is the problem. There. KnightYuh is defending nothing. Like, he's defending no part of the goal as much as he should be. Like, if you see what Kehvn is seeing, this is what Kehvn is seeing. And here's KnightYuh. Like, even if he tried, maybe taking this position around this area would have been a lot more better, because you're already covering this side part of the net afterwards, and you can jump forward. Even if a goal goes in, that's fair enough, but at least you tried. You would have made a bit more of a difficult situation for even the likes of Kehvn to try and immediately try and go for a shot. But Kehvn had good possession. He rolled that nicely with the air roll shot, and obviously he was going to get a goal no matter what. Since KnightYuh kind of left that goal open. So 2-1, they're kind of keeping each other matched here. KnightYuh. Now, he's won the kickoff. Predictable air roll. That's a good flip reset shot. He's really loving his flip resets, KnightYuh. So is Kehvn. Very awkward touch. Good coxier pinch. And I like what KnightYuh is doing here, which other people are oftentimes very afraid to do, is become a bother. They oftentimes, right here in this position after the first touch from Kehvn, would have been flying to take pads and going to the lower corner boost for 100 pads for the 100 boost, and then just leaving the whole pitch wide open for the opponent to just have fun with the ball, and oftentimes get scored on. Good save from KnightYuh. He knew where Kehvn was moving, and just a very, very good coxier pinch to try and just alleviate some pressure. Get him some time. He needed really a lot more time to grab some pads here, because he only just got it in the corner there. That's like a very good fake. Delayed it to the last second there. KnightYuh, early jump, and it makes sense why, because right here in this position, oftentimes people will go for a flip cancel into a shot and air dribble it in. But right here, we don't see that happen from Kehvn. He delayed it to the end second. So, Kehvn, very, very good decision. Very good play. Very good play. Solid player, Kehvn. It's what makes me love Kevn's play style. Oftentimes, he's a very, very enjoyable player to watch. Good kickoff. Very good kickoff here. No shaking. It's just absolute consistency. And that's against the goal as well at the same time. Collecting some pads. KnightYuh had kind of lost it. He tried to path it, but sadly for him, it was just a bit too slow. Kehvn just had the bigger opportunity after the kickoff, especially. This is why kickoffs, once again, kickoffs are important. Let's see. Good wave dash kickoff. And after this one is done, we'll start doing... I'll play a bit of 1v1s myself, just to showcase people that why we can win 1v1s. And I'll aim to win every one of mine. Just to show you that this is why consistency in certain aspects of, you know, what you can learn, you can enable in your own games no matter what here. As KnightYuh, he's playing a bit too slow now. This is a problem. After this save, taking that pad, he kind of just set up Kehvn, lost possession. That's fine. He got the save back. He tried to get a flip, which is unfortunate that he couldn't. And Kehvn, I think he kind of just messed up his own depth perception, missing the shot like this. I think he was aiming for the flip reset, double tap perhaps. Right here, he's trying to go for the Arsenal reset, and the ball just glided off of his car. I would have aimed to be a bit more faster in this situation, because Kehvn is still a bit awkward. I don't know why KnightYuh didn't go immediately. He kind of just had an open field to work with since he knew Kehvn was gone. Maybe he thought Kehvn was aiming to boost down after the mistake and thought it would be prudent to stay in defense and be a bit more alert, but just by that, sent a bit too much back, and it kind of added more pressure on top of him, where otherwise KnightYuh still under more pressure. Kehvn, far better recovery than I was expecting, but, you know, this is Kehvn here. Great 50. He tried to lay it down. Kehvn just analyzing, watching him the whole time. And this is the thing. Midway through the dribble, the player is oftentimes still trying to set up the dribble on top of his car. The likes of Moxie, you'll be very hesitant to, you know, flip into his challenge immediately. But it would be a necessity, because you don't want to let that player really grab control of the ball, and that's what Kehvn did immediately. He knew it, and especially since his eyesight was blocked, Kehvn knew it, that KnightYuh's eyesight would be blocked here. He thought it was a very good idea, and it pays off, because he immediately challenged, and KnightYuh's only after realizing halfway through right here, he thought, oh god, Kevn's already challenged me, you know? So I lost that play, and just bumping into the pinch there, and just worked off well for Kehvn. Fantastic play. Wave dash kickoff once again. I think that's a tip, guys. I think that's a tip. Start learning wave dash kickoffs. That's all we need to be doing from now on. Nothing else. Oh my god. Good musty flick attempt there, but just too speedy, and unfortunately, you know what? the cost you bear for mechanical plays like that is for very obvious reasons that you have to risk an own goal just being scored. Sorry, a goal being scored on you, no matter what. Here, good play from KnightYuh. Has become quite the meta in 1v1 recently. Yes, that's what I've been observing too. Their daring is the fact that they love their wave dash kickoff these days, and I think that's what, like, you know, I've minimally seen Dark's fake on the kickoff where we move around. We did see Jory's attempted, and he suffered a demo and a goal. So, but wave dash kickoffs have become quite the consistent kickoffs these days in 1v1s, which I love to see, because they always seemed like everyone always used to tell me, don't learn wave dash kickoffs. They're not needed, especially around your rank. But you can see why that opinion doesn't really matter, you know. Good wave dashes, good wall dashes there from KnightYuh. Flip reset from Kehvn, trying to gather some more speed and some more distance. He knew he couldn't cover it alone with an air dribble because KnightYuh was blocking that area. Again, the flip reset was very smart, and then continued on with the dribble. KnightYuh, though, oh, what a snappy pinch. Kehvn has next to nothing. He had to push forward and get more pads here, and it left an open net. KnightYuh, very, very smart play. I love that play from him. He kept it close. That's what I really love to see here from KnightYuh. He really was not afraid of challenging Kehvn at any moment. Alert. Aware, and he went for the play immediately, challenging him quite nicely for a shot right here as well. Great play from very, very good play from KnightYuh to win that one 5-3 halfway through the game. This is where it becomes very, very prudent to not make him any more mistakes here. Ooh, this is interesting. He's learned from his mistakes. He's seen Kehvn. Oh wait, damn. That's okay. That's impressive. That's very impressive. KnightYuh very snappy with this one. He really tried to collect that pad, but I think he knew it was a bit too risky because he was observing Kehvn and watching him from the kickoff ever since, right? Taking that 50. And then just going for that play. What a play. What a play from KnightYuh. I think Kehvn, I would have been going for a shot. I would have been very much going for a shot right here. You have an open net, KnightYuh. You have an open net. Maybe he felt a bit too afraid, is my opinion. Maybe he felt scared to go for one, but you need to be threatening a shot, long one, because you've done it already. It's very obvious you've done it already. You know you have your capabilities to show here. You need to threaten the player rather than threaten yourself. Even if you miss, you have the opportunity where otherwise your opponent still is collecting pads, getting away back to his net here. So he's not as big as a threat as he made it out to be. And sadly for him, he does face the consequences of missing an open net. Kehvn will then be biding his time. He's wave dashing all around. Good bombs. Very good decision from KnightYuh. He's going to keep it close. I like how he didn't. Some people in the air here will just go for the most useless air dribbles and jumps, where otherwise you just need to roll down and not waste any time and momentum and just gathering your speed. Good one from KnightYuh again. Good air dribbles. He attempted the flip reset. That's very unfortunate. Okay, Kehvn. Instead of rolling it, he goes for a flip reset from the side. Well, double, the triple. Ooh, oh, wow, this was good. I love mechanical plays, and I love mechanical players. Do not get me wrong. This was gorgeous. And now you can still, Kehvn can still threaten plays like these. He's fine. He's still got those that one goal comfort of making a mistake, even if that's so. And his recoveries are equally just as good. The zap dash control, the speed. He's just okay. Well, I think I praised him a bit too much. That was ill-timed. Good save from Kehvn again. Now, yeah, good shot. Just Kehvn just had the better defense, and he's biding his time. Good play from KnightYuh to let Kehvn be the first one to make a mistake, and he's still pushing forward here. As we can see, he had he had more boost than Kehvn, right? But realizing that Kehvn can waste more speed and waste more boost in comparison to him was a very smart decision, trying to boost him as well at the same time and just soft touching it, trying to bring it back to his own control in the corner. It didn't go as well as he possibly may have hoped it did, but it did the job, I feel, in the meantime. Kehvn, can he defend this? Good decision, good decision. Wear your opponent down. KnightYuh, this is what I love to watch this man. I've had him on for a show match before. He played beautifully on the show match. A very, very good player to watch. And a very, very good player to observe, specifically for 1v1s. If you wanna rank up, you have to have the KnightYuh playstyle. Bring in your flip resets and bring in your mechanical plays like Kehvn, of course. But you want to rank up, you play like Wave, you play like Kehvn. Good flip reset shot. Its efficiency is what I love from KnightYuh here specifically. Great play. He came back. And this is what this play specifically is very well. See, he wore him down. He threatened a shot here. This is where it starts becoming very apparent of KnightYuh's plan. Is where he took that shot here. And a chip shot which forces Kehvn to waste boost. And make him a bit scared. Where right here, he knows that if he goes for the corner boost, he doesn't have time because KnightYuh's speed and taking the corner boost from the other side would have been well enough for him to possibly roll in the ball faster than Kehvn can react. And Kehvn would have found his opinion very much correct here. Since the assumption was originally that if KnightYuh did roll the ball in, it would have been very easy for him because Kehvn would still need to be turning around, collecting the boost, and then turning around again, which would waste time in comparison to even with 15 boost still becoming a possible threat in defense. But KnightYuh just bigger boost advantage, kept the ball possession close. And taking the way to the corner itself as well, up into the air, getting a flip reset. And this is what we've seen from Mako and Joria's previous game, is getting that flip reset and just delaying the ball, not using the flip reset immediately, delaying the ball and keeping the ball possession close, because here is where you're enabled. This is why MENA players, when they came in, were so hard to play against, because they love their 50s. And they're well controlled and well played with it, because Kehvn, he's been worn down for a good while here. He's got next to nothing. He's been collecting pads as desperately as possible. So now he thinks this is an opportunity for him to challenge. And KnightYuh, well, he loves ruining expectations. Great play from KnightYuh. And it just goes to show how much you can control the pace of the game if you just take your time with the ball. KnightYuh, just far better player than for all his shortcomings, as people would like to say, on the Twitter scene. And I think this is the time where he starts coming back here. Very good play here from KnightYuh. Kehvn, from his otherwise very dominant controlled play, we suddenly see a very shaky maneuvering because he realizes that KnightYuh is a bigger threat than expected. I don't know what his plan was. I would have been trying to come closer to the ball and not give away. That was just a freebie he gave to KnightYuh there. And, well, KnightYuh is not going to look a gift horse in the mountain, go for a shot, collect the pads, and he made sure not to lose momentum for that shot. Great play from KnightYuh. Good kickoff from Kehvn again, but Kehvn now, he's got the boost advantage. KnightYuh. Let's see if this is where he falls apart. Kehvn, ooh, solid flick. KnightYuh, great defending, great defending. Give the boost where needed, and then just popping the ball perfectly over. And he knows Kehvn is going to move away, so he's going to be biding his time. This is a very, very good jump. Especially realizing that Kehvn right here is jumping as well. He needs to go right here, right now, otherwise he will lose his very hard-earned battle into just even just tying the game against Kehvn. Okay, a lot of players very oftentimes right here, the likes of maybe even me sometimes, KnightYuh would challenge to the ceiling immediately. But Kehvn, like we said before, the reason why he lost that 50 was because KnightYuh had the flip reset, but he kept the ball close, so he used the underside of his card to defend the ball, and he cleared that gap, and he connected that ball quite nicely. Since he had more area that it was covered over the ball than Kehvn in comparison, that's why Kehvn lost that 50 in the ceiling in the previous goal, where we saw the fourth one. From Kehvn, though, this was a very, very well-controlled ceiling play here. He's aiming for that musty flick, but he faked it completely. KnightYuh still jumping up defending that, but KnightYuh there. This is good analyzation of what Kehvn could be possibly going for. He knew Kehvn had a lot of options, so he's going for the most obvious one. Well, at least one where he could possibly get a better or safer chance of saving the shot, which was just waiting and biding his time until Kehvn comes in for a challenge. Great 50 once again. And I think this might be where KnightYuh gets a good shot here. Doomsy Dish, just well played. Knew Kehvn was going to come close. Time to challenge immediately. Because Kehvn did that same thing to him. Challenged him while he was just trying to grasp control of the ball. And this early challenge worked off. Paid off very well for KnightYuh. Doomsy Dish into the net. And now we're going to have to see, how does KnightYuh lose his lead? Because he has 20 seconds. I would have been very cautious of anything I would have been doing, especially with a goal as small as this. A kickoff mistake. Wave dash kickoffs for both, but sadly for him, KnightYuh was the slower to that one. No boost pads collected, and Kehvn won that one. Now then. Okay, mistakes from both. Kehvn making twice the mistakes as expected. KnightYuh just gonna be desperate for boost here. So I don't think he's gonna want to be any more riskier. Ah, this is a game that was won in OT. I see. That makes more sense. Good 50. KnightYuh, very good block. He knew he couldn't threaten it. He knew it was 0 seconds. Anything more, and it would have given Kehvn too much gap. That's a good kickoff. Popping up into the air, trying to make it awkward for Kehvn. And we can see it paid off because Kehvn is very hesitant to challenge, and that gives KnightYuh some time to collect some pads here. He's taking his time. Oh, KnightYuh, we need to have some words here, buddy. We need to have some words. You're in the corner. You're in the corner, buddy. This is where. So from KnightYuh's Kehvn's perspective, he's just kind of jumped forward. He knows KnightYuh is in control here. He's not threatening anything. He's just biding his time, and this is exactly where KnightYuh makes that mistake, and he bottles it right here. Ay. But like right here, you don't need to be flipping at all. Just completely roll off the backboard, off the ramp. KnightYuh's done it before. I don't know why this was a problem here in this case, and that cost him greatly on that game. A couple of MMR left, and now it's a win for KnightYuh.